life, sex, goals, and oh, hell knows, this is Midlife Craving. You guys know me, right? I am wide open. That I am. I am a full disclosure girly, all right? I'm out here openly sharing my journey, and this is real life shit. I have a lot to catch you up on, and I want to talk about how I often debate with myself. Am I sharing too much, too little? It's kind of like this constant struggle that I have, but the reality is I don't know any other way than to just spill it. Like the good, the bad, the ugly, the reality of it all. I do want to mention that I do get full consent from my partners in the lifestyle. That is vital to me. And guys that I date, it's a little trickier because the dialogue is not as open with them. And so I'm going to summarize a few things going on in my life best I can, respectfully. I don't know why I need to feel like I need to say all this stuff, but it feels important for some reason so that you can see where I'm coming from. You know, it ain't easy being so vulnerable out here, let me tell you. Let's just jump right into this shit. So let's take it back about a week ago, and I want to talk about Youngblood again. I spoke about my dilemma with him a few weeks ago on my bonus episode with Zach. I was discussing how my biggest issue with him is his immaturity and inconsistencies. The thing is, though, is that, my debacle is I care for him. Of course I fucking do. And it's kind of been this cat and mouse game back and forth. I'm not even going to say how long it's been going on because it's a little embarrassing for me. Okay. So I see him at the bar, like 2 weeks ago on a Thursday. The chemistry was feeling right. There was lots of flirting going on. I was getting lots of eyes. I was giving them back. And he came over. We fucked. And as usual, the sex is good. Like it's great. Like he eats pussy like nobody's business. He fucks me. He has a big dick. But this time was a little different because he actually let me in a little bit, which was really nice. I felt like we talked about shit that I've been wanting to air out for a while. And I told him things like, hey, listen, I don't want anything from you. Like, let's stop these games. Like if you want to get together, let's get together. If you don't, then we won't. And that's cool. Like there's nothing, I don't know. I've been so frustrated with him because I'm just like, I don't need these games. And I have to remember he is young and I know that, but goddamn, man, like how old do you have to be to have common decency and respect for people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just cut the shit. So anyway, I was telling him, hey, like, I want to explore more with you. I feel like he's so talented in the bedroom for his age. And did I mention that he has a beautiful cock? But I want to explore more with him and build his confidence. Kind of like how my fuck buddy did in college for me. So we had a good night, said goodbye. And that Sunday, I text him telling him that I wanted to jerk him off, give him oral, and have him give me a facial in the mirror. Because I was talking about, orgasm control and stuff like that. Like stuff that like next level lovers do. I literally laid my pussy out in my mouth, whatever, on a platter to this man. And he didn't text me back. The motherfucker didn't respond. What the fuck, right? Like, I feel like yelling out his real name right now because, like, what the fuck? And I was frustrated and pissed off. So a day later, I blocked him again. It's like deja vu. Round and round, we fucking go. Then, of course, going along with the games that we play with each other, he sends me a DM on Instagram. It was a meme about how, when she drained your dick so good or whatever. And I didn't respond. I'm just like, enough is enough. You know what I mean? And what sucks is I don't want it to be this way. Then, of course, I saw him, I think, every day this past weekend. And it's still this cat and mouse game. It frustrates the fuck out of me. So that's a little update on that. And, I put on my Instagram stories, I was like, I regret fucking him. And the thing of it is, as much as I do care for him as a person, and I do like him for real, like he does, I just have a soft spot in my heart for him. But at the end of the day, I can't allow this behavior, right? Like I can't tolerate that kind of stuff. I have to have more respect for myself. And so moving forward, I'm going to try really hard to stay away. I'm cracking up because I posted this on my Instagram stories. And Like 100 people DM me as I was sharing a video about my frustrations with him. And they were all like, yeah, you're going to see him again. Oh, so when's your next date? Let me know when you fuck him again. I'm going to try really hard though, because I can't tolerate this stuff. Like I have to set the bar. I have to set the boundary. Otherwise, like he'll never change and he'll never grow and never learn. Right. And especially when it comes to me, like I'm too good for this shit. I'm not dealing with it. So moving on. You can sense the frustration that I have with him. So anyway, I have decided that it's really time for me to put in some effort and find real, consistent cock in my life. You guys have heard me talk about this a million times, but I really haven't put effort into it. You know, my sex life is amazing and I'm not complaining, but I'm really craving that one-on-one connection, the consistency of it too. And so I'm on a mission, okay? I'm taking any and all dates. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to reach out to her. I have to have like the physical connection, the physical chemistry, the emotional like, and I'm not just going to date everyone. So when I say any and all dates, I mean like guys that I have interest in and they approach me, I'm taking it. Okay. Oh my God, I even got on a vanilla app. Kill me now. Funny story is the first day that I downloaded Hinge, I got a date and we met that night. He was very handsome, exactly who he said he was. We had a great time. The conversation was good, but I will tell you, he seemed terrified. Like we were talking about a couple things and he was like, so, have you been dating? And I was like, oh, I've been in the lifestyle. And, of course, what's the lifestyle? And then what are you doing? And there was a point where I was looking at him and I was thinking, you're scared right now, aren't you? And you know what? I could understand that. But it was still a really good date. And he walked me to my car and we actually had a really great kiss. And I was like, okay, like that was nice. That was good. He's texted me again and we've chatted a little bit, but no second date has been made, to be determined. Okay. I have another date on Wednesday. My conundrum now is, do I shut the fuck up a little bit? Do I not come out of the closet until maybe the second date? But then I feel like that's misleading. You know what I mean? And how do I not be me? That actually sounds painful, in fact. I spent most of my life hiding who I was, and fuck that shit anymore. So I have to deal with the consequences of that. And I'm going to continue to be myself. I'm going to keep putting my real self out there, whether they like it or not. At the end of the day, I don't got nothing to lose, okay? I know I'm wild, but the right man will love and embrace that about me. I feel like my tamer is out there. I just got to keep pressing on through that jungle. All right, I'm excited to tell you about one of the hottest weekends. I'm still kind of riding high. I actually was looking at some things and some photos and some video, and I've been kind of like running hot all day and masturbating all day because I'm just still so turned on by what happened this weekend. So I was with one of my very favorite couples. I've told you about them before. I have been doing so much exploring, especially with my girl. And I'm going to name her now. I'm going to name her Mia, like MIA. She'll get the reference. So this weekend, I went to this gorgeous hotel with her. And I just want to say, this couple, they spoil me rotten. They make me feel so safe, so comfortable, so welcome, so much love. And just, it's just, I don't know, the vibe, the energy, everything is 10 out of 10. I just want to take I feel like I want to take a moment for some gratitude for that, okay? Mia and I met early on Saturday and we spent some time together getting ready. I've talked about this before. I love doing that before a lifestyle event because I feel like it's an icebreaker for the evening. It kind of eases me into the fantasy world that awaits us. You know what I mean? We have a lot of fun catching up and getting ready. And I also just really love doing makeup. And what was really funny is our outfits matched, even though we did not plan it at all. And the pants that I was wearing, if you follow me over on Instagram, you've seen them. I looked like a goddamn gold disco ball. But after I got our makeup done and we had our outfits on, we looked fucking hot. All right. It was amazing. I wish I could show you guys more pictures. I wish I could, but I've been looking at them and enjoying them. We looked amazing. Her husband picked us up and we were on our way to a Lifestyle Crew Christmas party. What do I mean by that? It's not a play party, but it's all lifestyle people. So it's hot and it's a little spicy and everyone's having a good time. I just want to say too, it's been a while since I've seen this many people in the group before because I have been just having one hell of a year. I've missed a lot of events. And the moment I stepped foot into that house, I felt it. I felt that energy shift where I'm seeing my tribe again. And I am so accepted. There's something I can't explain about that. And I felt it at the first lifestyle party I ever went to. This is where I belong. You know what I'm saying? And when you've lived your whole life feeling abnormal, people are shaming you, judging you, criticizing you. And then all of a sudden you find this community where you're like, wow, it's okay. I'm accepted. You know, they get me. They understand me. I don't know. It's a very magical thing. If you haven't experienced that before, I highly recommend finding your tribe because when you do, it's amazing. So remember, this party is not a play party, but it was still really fun and everyone looked super hot and we're making out and we're having fun. And they did this white elephant party. And, you know, usually those are boring. You're getting like a backpack cooler or something lame like a candle. No offense, people who give candles, but like, come on. And this white elephant party was fucking fantastic. They had dish towels, vibrators, butt plugs, sex swings, you know, sexy LED lights. They had I was laughing so hard because someone was talking about the calendar. It was like the nature's dick pic calendars. They had make sex art. They had so much stuff that was so fun to watch get passed around. So this party was it was a fucking blast. But remember, it's not a play party. So when Mia's husband came and picked us up, I could tell he was a little stressed out from the day. You know, he's running errands, taking care of kids, and I just can tell he was a little stressed out. So I messaged her and I said, hey, can I get permission to pull him aside and like make him feel a little better? And she was like, hell yes, he would absolutely love that. I mean, what a gal, right? Like, what? So let me tell you what I did and what I had up my sleeve and I was thinking of the entire time I was there. So during the white elephant party, a lot of people were upstairs, but a group of us were downstairs by the bar and just hanging out. And he was down there and I went down there and I was hugging on him and I leaned over and I whispered in his ear and I said, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I want you to follow me in there. And his eyes got so big. He was like, okay. So I stepped away. And by the way, pro tip, do not underestimate the power of whispering. It is so hot and sexy and fun. And just do that with your partner. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I go to the bathroom and it was funny because I like leaned over out of the doorway and I looked at him and he looked at me and I'm like, come on. So I get in the bathroom. He immediately follows me in and I was like, hey, let's have a little time. So I'm making out with him and I drop to my knees, take his pants down and start sucking his cock. And it's really hot. Lots of eye contact. And I can just like see the stress, whatever was going on, just relief. Like he was like, oh, you know what I mean? It was super hot and a lot of fun. And also we weren't supposed to be doing that, which made it 10 times hotter. And we could hear people in the background. Oh, I fucking love that shit. So that was a really fun thing. And again, do not underestimate the power of whispering. All right. It was so fucking fun. We're dancing. We're partying. Lots of making out. Oh, I even did triple kissing again. Oh, I absolutely love that. It was so much fun. I reconnected with so many of my friends. It was just a phenomenal night. And let me tell you something about lifestyle peeps, okay? They are all in. Party-wise, drinking-wise, fun-wise, dancing-wise, laugh. I mean, everybody's just full energy, all in. I've noticed that is something that I really, really love. It's just a high energy that everyone brings when we get to go to these events and get together. That party was kind of like hours of foreplay. And around 10 p.m., Mia was like, I'm ready. And I was like, I'm ready too. So we go back to the room and the room's all set up. So remember, we're all passionate about our lighting. We have the lights changed out, like an LED strip, and they even had a pineapple LED, which was really cute. And we change into our their after party clothes. I got this. I really they're like these lace one piece. It's not like, I guess it is lingerie, but I don't know. I love them. They're skin tight. They're very comfortable. But this one was a beautiful green and it had these straps that like went all over across my thighs. I felt really sexy in it. So we're all changed in our after party gear, looking hot. And I told Mia, I was like, I have something for you. And this was something I was really looking forward to. I got us a double-ended dildo. I have never done this before, but I knew. I was like, you know what? I want to do it with her. And by the way, this thing is fucking huge. Okay, like, oh my God. I go to the sex shop. By the way, I'm going to have the girl that works there. She's going to come on the show. I'm so interested to hear her stories. And she was like, Adrienne, wait until I tell you about the clients that we have here. So anyway, her name's Erin. She's going to be on the show later. I'm so excited to have her on. But I said, I want a double-ended dildo. And every time she gives me a recommendation or whatever in the store, it's always amazing, like my strap on. And then she walks me over to like where the double-ended dildos are. And she gives me the biggest fucking one. And it was straight. Like a lot of them are curved. And I was like, Erin, are you sure? Like, are we sure? And she was like, yes, you'll love it. I promise you. So I had this massive double-ended dildo. And the best part is, and what I really, really love about Mia is she is this all in all the time. And it could be about anything. Like when we were heading down to go meet her husband, I go, you want to go run by the bar and take a shot really quick? And she was like, yes. Like she's always down. And she wasn't even shocked by the size of the dildo. Like we giggled about it, but we were like, fuck it. So we're making out, we get some lube, we lube up each side. And it was her idea because I was thinking like we could lay on our sides and like kind of lift our legs and fuck that way. And she was like, no, she was like, you put it in and then I'm going to like come across from you. Like, so I'm trying to explain how this is. It's not like scissoring. It's like both of us laying on our backs, spreading our legs, like intertwining them together and then fucking each other. And we were propped up on our elbows. So not only do we have the penetration going on and we found our rhythm where like we were going back and forth and fucking each other, but also the views. Okay. I had a perfect view of her and her beautiful body. She had a perfect view of mine and it was really fucking hot. Okay. And what I noticed was we like were warming up to it because it's huge. And so we were like, oh, whoa, this is big. And then we would like fuck each other a little more. And then I would scoop my butt down and I'm like making the movement right now. And I would like inch up a little bit more. And then she would like gasp, you know what I mean? Because I'm pushing that dildo inside of her. And we found this rhythm together. We were also using PCATs on our clits. There's a lot going on. One of the hottest things I've ever done. I feel like I'm making a lot of memories with this couple and it has all been phenomenal. I'm losing my train of thought right now because I'm just thinking about it. Oh my God. And her husband is like the best sideline photographer ever. So he's like taking videos and photos and I've been watching those all day. So lots of visuals going on, but I just want to say, all right, it was an incredible experience doing that position, like laying on our backs. And then she got on top of me with it. And because it was so big, and it was funny because I told the girl, I was like, shouldn't it be curved? And she was like, no, you can do different positions with this one. And she was right. And so we just thoroughly enjoyed the double-ended dildo. I told her, I was like, this is going to be our toy. Like, this is going to be our thing. And I can't wait to use it again with her. A lot of stuff happened with us. But in short, because remember, a lot of details, I'm sharing a lot here, I feel like. But there's a lot of things that just are meant to be between us. But she fucked him, he fucked me. And then we ended with me finishing him with a blowjob. And what I love is that she loves watching. It's just, it's so hot. And she makes comments. Like she'll say, oh, wow. I mean, like That is so fucking hot to me. And her and I are both very into dirty talk and stuff. And she'll say things like, oh, look how beautiful her boobs look. Or, wow. Oh my gosh, your eyes are rolling in the back of your head. Wow. Like it's like having like a play-by-play in my head while I'm doing it. It's amazing. But one of the things I wanted to show her was my aftermath trick. And I've talked about it on episode 50, the Blowjob Bible. If you haven't listened to that episode before, I highly recommend. By the way, it is my most popular episode of 2023. Coincidence, I think not. But I wanted to show her how I have this thing that I like to do when I finish a man. I ask him, are you too sensitive or can I keep my mouth on it? And 9.9 times out of 10, he's like, no, you're good. And I like to say things like, I'm going to use my mouth as a cock warmer for you. There's usually never a response to that. They're just like, okay, all right. So I lay there and I just gently suck on his cock, right? I'm just holding his cock in my mouth. I'm taking my tongue. And one of the things I do is I will suck to the base of his cock. And remember, he's softer now, like he just finished. So, and I'll put my lips like at the base of his cock. And then as I'm slowly moving my way back up, I'll drag my tongue in left and right motions up, back and forth as I'm pulling my mouth. And when I get to the head, I'll swirl my tongue around a couple times. They love that. I also will just take my time and I'll go back and forth underneath of his head, and then I'll make circles and I'll ask him, did you like that? What if I go up and down? And I will say most men really enjoy like the up and down motion on their head. So not left to right, but up and down. They love that. And so I'll do that a couple times, and then I'll like slowly inch my mouth back on to the base of his cock. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to get hard again. And it was funny because Mia was like, oh my God, look at that. Right? So I showed her my little aftermath trick. Now I'm telling you about it. Highly, highly recommend. One of the things that he said that was really amazing and super cute is he said, there is a massive difference when someone is passionate about sucking cock as you are. And thank you for that. Like, what a confidence builder. And I appreciate comments like that. Like, it makes me feel good. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it too. All right. So the difference between this time that I hung out with them compared to the last time is Mia and I actually stayed the night together. And I told her, I said, hey, I'm really interested in mutual masturbation with you. I want to try it. I think it'll be super hot. So we both slept really well. We woke up, we went and got breakfast. And then after, there was a pool table nearby. And she was like, you want to play some games of pool? I'm like, fuck yeah. So it's like 10 in the morning. I have massive bedhead. I'm, sexed out. And so is she. And we just had, breakfast, and we have coffees, and we played 2 games of pool. And it was really fun. And she's an amazing gal, and I love hanging out with her. So then it was funny because I was kind of like winning it in the second game, and she goes, all right. How about we say you won this game, and let's go upstairs and masturbate. And she gave me a kiss, and I was just like, oh my God, yes. So we head back upstairs, get comfortable, and we both had our PCATs. And because I just absolutely love that toy. And I told her, I was like, I want to use PCAT. And I all of a sudden got nervous for some reason, because it's all still so new to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's new for me to have so much female play. And it's also new. I've never really done like mutual masturbation before, especially with a woman. And so like all the way, like just a straight up, masturbation session. I want to reiterate, she makes me extremely comfortable and I feel so safe, but I had a hard time coming. I just did. We pulled up porn and we were watching that, and I was just like, okay, listen, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to focus on her, make sure she has a good orgasm, and just start over, right? Like, there's sometimes where you're just like, you're thinking about it too much. You've worked yourself up too much. And you guys, even me, like the girl who jerks off 2-3 times a fucking day, I couldn't get there. And one of the things that she taught me as I was watching her and playing with her is she was like, Adrienne, It's all about truly focusing, on your body and mind. And she told me that it's almost like meditating herself to an orgasm, not allowing distractions. And she has incredible orgasm control, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And I've decided that I'm going to work on that. Okay. I'm laughing because I said to her after she climaxed, I think for the third time, I was like, I want to be just like you when I grow up. I fucking meant it. Okay. Like I've never seen someone have so much orgasm control before. I calmed down a little bit and I was like, all right, I've gotten over my bout of frustration, and I did finally finish, and it was so amazing. Again, it was just, I'm thinking of the visual, and it was so fucking hot. Like the both of us there using our PCAT and pleasuring ourselves. It's funny because I swear, I think like 3 times she said, God, I love this toy. And me too, girl. Me too. Speaking of PCAT, you can get your own over on tracysdog.com. And if you use code CRAVERS20, CRAVERS20, you can get 20% off. And if you don't have a PCAT, you're missing out. And her 6th setting is my favorite. Now, it's funny because Mia was like, she's more of a straight vibe girl, but that's the cool thing about this toy. It has 10 different settings, and it's just so easy to hold. Like I said, I was using it when I was using the double-ended dildo. I've used it with other partners while I'm getting fucked from behind. And the mutual masturbation using PCAT was amazing. So go get one over on tracysdog.com and use code CRAVERS20 to get 20% off. One thing that I love too, by the way, that I really want to mention is that she was so attentive to me in helping me reach orgasm. She was feeling all over me, and even she was grabbing on my neck, which she knows like I'm into that. And it was so hot. She also was fingering me just right. I came so hard. It was hot as fuck. It was an incredible experience. And Mia, I cannot wait to do that again with you. It's so funny to call you a different name. But I just want to say too, live fast, die young, bad girls. We do it well. Indeed, we do. I'm just like thinking of all of this sexual exploration and the evolution for me, right? Like it's been so amazing. And I just want to take a moment and beg all of you cravers, if you aren't already, get yourself out there. Explore and enjoy all of that sex has to offer for you. And that can mean many different things, but whatever it means for you, make it happen. It is truly the best. And I cannot fathom any other way of life anymore. I think about how many years I wasted not letting my freak flag fly, and being liberated as fuck now. It's empowering, and it's the only way I want to live from here on out. And when I'm speaking of this journey, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it has been 3 years since I dropped my first episode. 3 fucking years. December 17th, 2020. And what a fantastic ride this has been. If you have been here from the beginning, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new here, welcome. Go catch up. Listen to my evolution. I remember like back in the day when I was thinking, or when I would say things like, I don't think eating pussy is for me. I'm not really sure. I love cock. And the growth and the journey and the exploration, evolution that I've had sexually is just, it's amazing to see. So I just want to say, here's to many more years of authentically living our lives, getting all that we crave, and having more and more and more and more phenomenal sex. I also want to share something exciting with you. I have a really fun series coming up over on TikTok. 12 days of Tipmas. That's right. Tipmas. It sounds like I'm saying Tipmas. Tipmas. I'm going to be sharing sex tips every day. And I'm going to be working with Tracy's dog for some really fun giveaways. So if you're on TikTok, be sure that you follow me there. It's at Midlife Craving Podcast. It's going to be a great series. Of course, a lot of hot tips and chances to win a toy. So be sure that you're following me over there. All right, I have a quick show note as well. I know I need to speak on the mismatch in sex drives. I've been writing about it. I've been doing research about it. I have not forgotten, I promise. I have so much coming up. so many lifestyle events, including an MFFF. Okay. It sounds like I'm saying motherfucker. MFFF. And I'm going to be continuing to try new things, sexy things, and I'll be sharing it all here. Also throwing in some dating diaries to be continued for sure. I'm feeling very #blessed, grateful right now just for being able to live this life. I'm sitting in my studio right now and I'm looking across at my big neon midlife craving sign. And I just cannot believe how far this show has coming and just how my life has changed and been impacted so positively. And I don't know, I'm having a lot of gratitude today. I need to go rub one out. I'm going to celebrate doing that. I'll tell you that for sure. Also, big thing. I heard you guys on Instagram. I know you all want video. I'm really fucking nervous, even though I do it for Toy Stories, and I drop episodes on Toy Stories every Thursday. And there's a YouTube channel out there and I do video for those episodes. For some reason, when it comes to midlife craving, I'm like, do video? What? But I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to add it to my list for the new year. I am going to start getting on YouTube and sharing video along with every episode. So that's coming too. And I will see you back here on Tuesday, January 9th. I just want to say Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year too.